Monday Night Football, Packers vs. Las Vegas Raiders. We've got a great marquee matchup today, and this is the free three. Let's get into it. What's up, guys? It's your boy Noble Living back with another DYF Bets video where I'm breaking down my favorite picks and plays of the day as we just try to get to the bag and make some money. We didn't have a show on Friday. I apologize for that. We didn't really like the slate. Not too many games on. Didn't have any baseball. We just had a few college football matchups that just weren't a big fan of, so we skipped Friday. But on Thursday, we did have a good night on the channel. Went 2-1 on the day, cashing on Sam Howell over rushing yards, also for his longest completion as well. So you love to see that. We did lose on our teaser as we did go with the Washington Commanders on the pick'em there. But hey, it happens. 2-1 on the day. Still can't be mad at it. You can see our year-to-date record right here. Still crushing it. Still getting after it this month of October. Still over 500 in the NFL. So let's keep that momentum going. And if you can, just drop a big like and a subscribe to the channel. I'd greatly appreciate it. And let's dive into our first best bet. For my first best bet of the day, we are going to go to that Packers and Vegas matchup, and there are a lot of question marks surrounding both of these teams in this matchup. For one, we get to see Jimmy G play this week, as he didn't play last week as he was a late scratch due to concussion protocol. He hasn't been 100% cleared just yet, but all the signs are showing that he should be able to play in this one, as the line has already moved in favor of the Raiders in this matchup. You also have to look at Davante Adams as well in this one. This is his first game against the Packers since being traded from them last year, so that you got to love the revenge spot in this matchup here. So I'd love to see what Davante Adams can do today. And then you got to also think about Josh Jacobs, right? The running back for the Raiders. It's been like a dismal year for him. He's been a shell of his former self. I don't know what's going on. Maybe he's like playing at half speed since he wants that big contract and they're not paying him. I don't know. But we got question marks around that offense for the Raiders. We saw the fans booing them last week, saying fire Josh McDaniels. There's a lot of things going on there in Las Vegas, and this is a great opportunity for them to turn some things around. Now on the other side with Green Bay, they have some question marks themselves as Aaron Jones is back. They should be easing his way back into the offense for this running game, which has been really weak under A.J. Dillon. He's not getting it done for them, so we would like to see Aaron Jones bounce back. And then we also got Jordan Love, as always, who's getting more and more familiar with this offense. So there's a lot to unpack in this game. There's a lot of storylines. Even the former Raiders coach last year who did not get the job is now on this Green Bay staff. So there's just a lot of different angles that you can take a look at that can help you handicap this game. And because of that, there are not a lot of lines out right now, so make sure you guys are watching throughout the day to be monitoring the lines and seeing what player props are dropping and how the lines are moving. For me, I'm going to go with Jimmy G over 32.5 pass attempts today. I think he's going to throw the ball a lot. I think this is a game where the Raiders get to show people, hey, like, this is our offense, this is our team, we need to score some points. We're 1-3 right now. It's a very winnable matchup against the Packers, and I think this is a game where Jimmy G really has to show up for this Raiders team. Now, like I said, Davante Adams, he's going to show out against his former team. I don't know what his line's at right now. They haven't dropped his player prop just yet. I think you could take a look at his receptions and yards today, as I always love a revenge angle. And Jimmy G throwing the ball for 33 times is not a big ask, especially for somebody like Jimmy G. We've seen him throw the ball 40, 50 times in a game before. Even his last start before he got hurt, he threw the ball 44 times against the Steelers. We saw O'Connell last week, the rookie, throw it 39 times. So we know Josh McDaniels is not afraid to air out the ball. And the Packers, they do have a strong pass defense in comparison to their run defense, but because of how weak the Raiders' run offense has been, I think this is a matchup where the Raiders are going to lead on their passing offense over their run game. And the Packers are giving up about 33 pass attempts per game as well. So we're hitting that number right on the head. And I think 33 pass attempts is not too bad. So expect the Raiders' pass offense to depend heavily on Davante Adams, Jacoby Myers here. And I also don't trust this Raiders defense, which has been giving up a lot of points lately. So that means that this one might become a shootout earlier than we expect, which means that we're going to have to start airing it out as well. So give me Jimmy G over 32.5 pass attempts is my first best bet of the day. Like I said, there's a lot to unpack on this game, so make sure you guys are monitoring the lines throughout the day, and make sure you click the link in the bio to join my free Telegram group where I'll be dropping some more picks and plays as we get some more active lines. Now for my second best bet of the day, I'm actually going to go over to the baseball diamond. I know, right? I'm just not a big fan of this Monday Night Football game. I'm going to go to game 2 of the NLDS, and we're in a very familiar spot. We got the Phillies upsetting the Braves in game 1, and now we've got the opportunity for them to really put the pressure on the Braves here. So I'm going to go to that Braves and Philly matchup, and who else to bet on than the guy himself, the ace, Zach Wheeler, who they're calling on to come in and get it done. Zach Wheeler in October, let me tell you guys something. He is a problem, right? He's one of the best pitchers in baseball. He's the ace for this Phillies organization, and truthfully, he's been on fire the entire second half of this season. We saw him in great form in his last series against the Marlins in his last start last week, right? He went 6 2/3 innings, 5 hits, 1 run, no walks, 8 strikeouts. That's exactly what you want to see from your starting pitcher, from your ace, and especially in a game like today where they now have the opportunity to go 2-0 up on the Braves. The number 1 seed. You cannot pass up this opportunity, and because of that, I think he's going to go really deep into this ball game. So give me Zach Wheeler over 15.5 outs at plus 100 value as my second best bet of the day. Now, we saw in that game 1, Ranger Suarez was pitching for the Phillies, and they pulled him in the 4th inning when he gave up back-to-back hits. You could see that he was kind of visibly upset about it, but it actually worked out for the Phillies as they got out of that jam and they ended up winning that matchup 3-0. So, but because of that, they had to use a lot of their bullpen. Their bullpen actually pitched 16 outs in that game, and they went through 6 different pitchers. So you know their bullpen's a little bit exhausted. They had a day off yesterday, sure, but because of that, I really think Zach Wheeler is going to have to go deep into this ball game if this Phillies team really stands a chance. I don't think him getting over 16 outs is asking way too much. He's recorded at least 15 outs in all 7 of his playoff starts, and all 7 starts against Atlanta dating back to last season, he's gone over 15 outs as well. So I love to see that. 15.5 outs is not a big number. All we need him to do is just get into the 5th inning there, into that 6th inning there. We're not asking him to get to 17.5 outs, 18.5 outs like we would see in the regular season. If we saw this line in the regular season, it's easily 17, 18.5 outs. I like the value that we're getting at 15.5 outs at plus money. I would take it up to 16.5 outs, but I really like the fact that Zach Wheeler is going to be dependent here as long as he's not getting knocked up early, which I don't see because of the form that he's in. And don't forget, Zach Wheeler is from Georgia, so he's going to have a lot of friends and family in the stands. He always pitches well at Truist Park, so I love the fact that we're getting 15.5 outs here at plus money for Zach Wheeler, so I love to see that. Now, if you also want another pick, I would also lean the Phillies on the first 5 money line or the run line, as the Braves are sending Max Fried to the mound, and Max Fried's been banged up with injuries all year. He's missed 3 months with a forearm strain, which is really like a precursor before Tommy John surgery, so that's something to note. And he hasn't pitched since September 21st. Now he's asked to come into this big game, a must-win game for the Braves, really, because they can't go down in a best-of-5 series 2-0. He's missed 17 days, and now you're asking him to come in against a red-hot Phillies team and to really pitch to his best. I'm not sure. I think the Phillies score a few runs out for him in the first 5 innings, so that's why I really like the Phillies on the first 5 money line and on the run line. And don't keep in mind, this is very similar to what we saw last year when Spencer Strider was called on for the Braves to come in and pitch in Game 3 against this Phillies team after resting for 26 days, and we saw what happened in that matchup. So I think this is a very similar matchup today. I think Zach Wheeler goes deep in this one, so give me Zach Wheeler over 15.5 outs as my second best bet of the day. But again, you could also take a look at the Phillies first 5 money line and run line. And that's it for me today. 2 bets. Sorry, not 3. I'm not liking this slate too much here. So because of that, we're just going to go short and simple today. 2 quick bets. If you want some other picks and plays, make sure you click on the link in the bio so this way you can join our Telegram group where I'm dropping some more plays all day long. So this way you can stay up to date on that as we get more lines dropping throughout the day. All right, my friends, so let's make some money, bet responsibly, manage your bankroll, and as always, dictate your fate, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Later, guys.